I started selling classic cars online in 2007. I find these rare 1960s and 70s Toyota Land Cruisers out in the boonies, barn finds we'd call them, and tow them back to LA from God knows where and work with specialty shops to restore them. Then I'd sell them online to the highest bidder and ship them out to buyers all over the country. I just love the vehicles. I love the way they looked. They were tons of fun to drive, and I knew them inside and out. The year they went from 3 on the tree to 3 on the floor, or 4 on the floor, moved the spare tire carrier from the back right to the back left, switched to front disc brakes, went from a front bench seat to front bucket seats, polished metal to upholstered interiors, a rear hatch to rear ambulance doors. You had a question about that vehicle, I probably knew the answer. So I did really well in that business. The best used Land Cruiser parts come from Australia because no ice, no snow, very little rain, and low humidity mean almost no rust. Only problem is, all the steering components are all on the wrong side. There is one truck I wish I'd never sold. First one I ever bought. It was a 1964 Fj40 Hardtop. Now, it's extremely rare to find a 64 hardtop, especially one that's not all eaten up with rust. And the 64 is a narrower, taller body, so you can't just take a hardtop off a later model year and stick it on a 1964. The thing had an amazing paint scheme, big 33-inch off-road tires, Rancho shocks on an 8-inch lift, custom pirate flag graphics, and it was just cool as hell. You turned the key and the whole thing just rumbled. I got compliments on that truck everywhere I went. At a stoplight, people would honk their horns and motion for me to roll down the window so they could tell me that was the coolest Jeep they had ever seen. When I put it up for auction, this gorgeous girl in New York emailed me, said she couldn't afford to buy it, but she was flying into LA to visit friends next week, and would I take her for a ride in it before the vehicle sold. Now, that email didn't go over too well with my girlfriend at the time. The winning bidder had a buddy driving from Santa Rosa down to San Francisco, about 2 hours, flew down to LAX, I picked him up at the airport, he paid cash, and drove the thing back home that same day. About a 10-hour drive. That's how excited he was to get that vehicle. And people were still emailing me 2 weeks after the auction ended in hopes that somehow the sale had fallen through and the truck was still available. I do miss it. Made me look cool. And that's not easy to do. The classic Fj40 Land Cruiser inspired the design of the modern Toyota FJ Cruiser. It's an updated, modern, stronger, safer, more sophisticated design, but it still embodies that bold, aggressive stance and sense of style and adventure of the old Fj40s. In fact, many FJ Cruisers feature a white roof, which is a little throwback retro touch, because no matter what color your old Fj40 hardtop may have been, it always came from the factory with a white fiberglass roof. Like the old Fj40s, the modern FJ Cruiser has impressive off-road capabilities straight from the factory. And you can beef it up with Toyota factory accessories to make it an even more aggressive off-road beast. In fact, there are more cool factory and aftermarket custom accessories for the modern FJ Cruiser than there ever were for the old Fj40s, including comfort, convenience, performance, entertainment, and cutting-edge technology. And the FJ Cruiser comes with some valuable modern amenities that the old Fj40s never had, like air conditioning. The Toyota FJ Cruiser is a bold, fun, impressive SUV. If you'd like to know more about it, let us know.